We head to the salt block, or the salt plate.
To the salt mines.
It's Extreme Barbecue on GrateTV.
Fired up.
Come on in. It is the birthplace of American barbecue, Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. It's GrateTV. The summer of extreme barbecue continues. We've had some fun.
We have had some fun.
We kick it up a notch again today. With me, three-time South Carolina State barbecue champion Jack Waybor.
That's right.
Also CarolinaPitmasters.com. I'm Bill West with BarbecueTricks.com, and we always want your emails, your great plate photos, Jack@GrateTV.com. or Bill@GrateTV.com.
That's always the way to get a hold of us.
Got this down.
Certainly. Let's get to business right away. I was doing a demo in Columbia, and a fellow was telling me that to come out and visit him, that he was cooking shrimp on salt. And I originally thought, Bill, that we were going to go ahead and drink beer. That's first. Uh-oh. Wait, here, let's make a switch.
It's not a twist off.
That calls for the pop.
And I went through all this. I have the opener over there.
Do you?
You can't do it with your thumb?
No, I'm not that good.
Don't do it with your teeth.
There's nothing that a Bic lighter can't take care of.
Let's try this as Jack explodes us.
It's the summer of extreme popping.
That work?
It works.
Worth the wait.
In goes the lighter. Cheers to all out there. I'm sure we'll be editing accordingly.
Oh, a piece of Bic lighter. So tell me about this block.
So anyway, I was at this demo in Columbia. The guy told me that he was cooking shrimp on salt. And when we talked about it, Bill, I thought that maybe we were doing a salt. He was packing salt and curing it. And that's how he was cooking the shrimp. But as we investigated, we found out that you can buy a salt block, and this is a Himalayan salt block, from your retailer. We got this at a specialty, not kitchen place. We got it at a place here in town that sells salts and tea. And what you do is you heat up the grill, and you actually put this on the grill, heat it up, and you cook directly on the salt block. Now we're going to go ahead. We're going to cook some shrimp. We're going to cook a little bit of chicken. And we're going to cook some beef right on the salt block. To do it extreme, to be part of the extreme grilling experience, we're actually going to do it on the grill. You can do it on your home burner. You can put the salt block in the oven and heat it up. Or you can put it on the grill and heat it up. Or you can put it...
any surface? Any?
I was using this side yesterday, so let's continue with this side. Let's put that side down. You put it right on the grill on low heat.
Low heat,
to get it started until it gets to be where it is. What we don't want to do is, introduce it to extreme heat, and then we're going to crack it. So what we'll do right now is we'll close down the lid of the grill, wait for that thing to heat up a little bit, and while we're waiting for it to heat up, what do you say, we look at some great plates maybe?
Let's do that. First great plate coming from Myron Rumsey.
Thanks, Myron.
Look at this. He just got this one today. Chocolate chipotle, or chipotle chocolate ribs.
Whoa.
After about 4 hours on his Smoke Hollow, which I think is a Smoky Hollow. Is that kind of?
Smoke Hollow is a grill brand. I'm actually learning how to use one right now, Bill.
He's got a 4-in-1 rig. He says he used hickory chunks in the offset smoker box. Looks really good. It does look kind of chocolatey there. Next one, a great plate from Luke Pye.
Luke lives here in Charleston.
And he says his Tucker cooker ready to work. And he's got a lot of stuff loaded up on that grill.
Luke was one of the recent grads of Carolina Pitmasters Barbecue Cooking School, Bill.
Lots of barbecue there. Another one, great plate coming in from Chuck Ripple, Chesapeake, Virginia. This was from a while back. I don't know how he missed it, but his ribs that he has plated up, and the meat there falling off the bone. He says they were tasty.
They look awesome.
So you got this all ready.
And we prepped up some food while we were doing the great plates as well. We're going to cook on the salt block some shrimp, some sausage, some beef, and some chicken. So all we're going to do is open up the old salt block here. It's hot and ready to go. And you can see, Bill, and what I like to do is kind of use the sausage to kind of produce some fat for me. So I'm going to kind of put those around the edge. You can kind of hear them sizzling as we put them on there.
I hear the ice cream truck.
The ice cream man is right around the corner.
Nothing, I mean, it's very tempting just to stop the shoot and
Stop.
run and get some ice cream from the ice cream man.
man.
So this thing, I mean, the surface of it is, ooh, yeah, it's hot.
Yeah, go ahead and stick your hand on there if you want.
Oh,
It's hot.
so you can see it sizzling.
Here. You can kind of hear it if you.
This is a Himalayan thing?
Himalayan salt block.
Is there a lot of salt in the Himalayas?
Apparently, this salt has been in the Himalayas for like hundreds of years, and so I would imagine that the shrimp is probably going to cook pretty darn fast.
Oh yeah, the shrimp is really sizzling. And so you did marinate some of this stuff.
Yeah, I marinated in kind of an Italian dressing. It looks pretty good, doesn't it?
We're going to get some of the salt flavor off that, you think?
We're going to find out. Yes, it did. When I experimented with it the first time, I did get some salt flavor from the block itself.
Now, how different is this from getting the salt lick at Farmer's Depot?
I don't think there's any difference in it, but according to the information that I've read, Himalayan salt blocks are what it's really all about. So we're going to let that cook for a minute. The beef will cook last because we want to keep it kind of rare. But you can see it, Bill. It's sizzling on there, and it's ready to go. I mean, we can start flipping things over, I think, and we're going to, look at that.
It's cooking.
It's cooking nicely, too. So the Himalayan salt block on the grill seems like it might be viable. I wish I had a bigger block. We could, we could really get on it here.
The benefits of this would be
apparently there are 5 great things that happen in Himalayan salt, beneficial minerals they call them. When I read the article on it, the owner's manual, look at that, it's coming right out. I mean, that doesn't look marvelous.
It looks good. So you can see some of the juices.
The juices are running on the block and it's sizzling nicely. I have to say, things are looking pretty tasty. Let me get out of the way of this camera over here. That looks yummy. Go ahead.
I'm going to try it.
Tell me whether or not the salt is coming up off the block. Is it too salty? Is it salty enough?
The sausage may be not too salty for me, but maybe for some. Saltier than you'd expect.
I don't think we have along with that shrimp. I think it's about done. The chicken's going to take a minute. Once we get the shrimp off,
let's try a shrimp.
We're taking off the shrimp.
So how much did this salt block cost you?
It was about $40. You can get them online a little cheaper. The problem is they're heavy, and shipping something heavy is, it costs a little bit of money.
So we don't know for sure whether a regular old white, I mean, those salt blocks that we see are for like cows and stuff in the pasture, right?
When I was doing the research on this, there was a lady that had, she said she went to the feed store and picked up a block of salt and prepared it, and that she claimed that it was pretty darn good. How was it, Bill?
Real good.
Is it too salty, or does the salt pick right up off the
block? A little
block?
extra salt, so maybe too salty. Because you probably had some salt in your marinade, right?
Marinade, I wouldn't doubt. We'll find out when the chicken comes around. That is really...
But not too salty for me not to have another piece or two.
That is really quite tasty, I have to say. Shrimp cooked on a Himalayan salt block.
And yeah, they say there's the trace elements and minerals.
They say the trace elements will come up off the block, and it'll season itself, so you don't want to add any salt to the to your marinades or anything like that. So we're testing it out here and
some more sausage.
Finding out that the Himalayan salt block is viable on your grill. It looks great. Your neighbors will think you're crazy. It's extreme as it can be.
And definitely transfers the heat.
And definitely evenly too, because that chicken is cooking very nicely.
And I've seen you can also put these in the freezer and serve cold things.
Cold things right on it.
I saw somebody doing watermelon chunks on there and scallops on the hot side of things. You think that chicken's good to go? Let's try a piece of chicken and wrap this thing up and dig into the beef.
Piece of chicken.
So we'll put a link up to the where you get the Himalayan salt block.
The Himalayan salt block, gang, right here on GrateTV.
Chicken's perfect.
That's mighty tasty right there. You can taste the salt. It's a different kind of taste, but it's really, really good. I'm enjoying this. Thanks, Bill.
Summer of Extreme Barbecue continues. Himalayan salt block today. we'll see what's next week. Come back every Thursday. We load up the episodes at GrateTV.com.
Remember, gang, buy local, think global, stay sustainable, and every chance you get, hug your mom.
That's good.